Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening. I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Boku no Hero Academia, or you can call it My Hero Academia 2, which is on episode 10. This episode right here was actually pretty simple, but at the same time, I think it was pretty good for me. I was actually waiting for this episode for a very, very long time. I just couldn't help myself. I'm just thinking in my mind. Yeah, I've been waiting for this event for a very long time, ever since I read this in the manga, and came out pretty nice and good than I thought it would be. But I think certain parts of the scenes, I still prefer certain manga panels or scenes than the actual scenes that happened in the anime that happened today. But I still enjoyed it. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it at the beginning of the episode where Midoriya and Todoroki enter the arena and get ready to fight each other. And of course, Todoroki makes his first strike with his ice attack, but Midoriya counters it with one of his fingers on his right hand and loses one of them. And apparently, Izuku is literally trying to figure out a plan how to counter and hit and defeat Todoroki, because he's only got 6 chances left or something. And when it came to the other attack, Midoriya ends up using another finger on his right hand to disable to stop his quirk from doing any damage. As usual, there was a scene between Kirishima, or she said redhead Kirishima, and Bakugo talking to each other. Bakugo also mentions that quirks are like a physical limitation, and how much power you can produce. You could literally destroy your body. Even Bakugo says that to his friends, and he knows that there's only a certain amount of power that I can actually use in order to fight back or to even fight. And the usual, we have to it that Midoriya, on the other hand, is still surviving, especially when he's using his left hand, etc., left arm, along with many of his other parts of his other arms. And of course, Midoriya, on the other hand, after fighting for Todoroki so long, he ends up trying to tell Todoroki that everyone's actually giving it their all to take the number one spot and go for the dreams. But you saying that you're going to be number one and using half your power is such a joke. So why don't you come at me and fight me with your full strength, huh? So he was calling out Todoroki to use his full strength and stop being such a half-working dimwit. And we have to it that Todoroki, on the other hand, is like, what the hell are you trying to say, huh? Now you really made me mad. But apparently he's gotten slow because he has been using his ice quirk ability too much. And later on, Midoriya managed to land a good hit on him by possibly not using so much of his strength or power in his body, and so far he hasn't wrecked up possibly his entire arm that he's been using to punch Todoroki with. And apparently we have to it that they was just fighting recklessly against each other, and Todoroki's like, what's driving you so much? He goes what's driving me is because how is I have a resolve. I want to be a super cool hero. And of course, Todoroki remembers his awful past with his father and mother, if you guys watch it carefully, as Todoroki reminisces about how he's been trained by his father and how he has been physically abused by him to become a very great hero. We have to it that his mother suffered the same abuse, as she tries to tell Todoroki's father, you gotta stop this. He's only 5 years old. But he goes no way. He's at the right same age. But apparently, and slaps her aside physically. And I'm thinking in my mind, are you for real, dude? That's so not cool. And Todoroki, even though in his backstory, he tries to tell his mother that he doesn't want to be like his father, like how he bullies his mother. And she goes if you want to be a hero, be whatever you please. It's okay. No need to worry. Although it gotten a little bit more tense and tough here from here on out, because we have to that Todoroki is possibly at his limit use on his eyesight right now. Especially when he end up saying my old man's power right there, but Midoriya tells him off right now again by saying that this is your power, isn't it? And therefore, after remembering his mother's words and seeing the old video of All Might on TV, he remembers his mother's words like, "You're not a prisoner of your own blood." And of course, All Might said the same thing by saying like, your abilities and yourself is reflective on you and not connected to your bloodline, etc. That's what makes it different from you and everything else. And therefore, after much reluctance in remembering his mother's words and watching All Might on TV and hearing Midoriya's words by saying like, "It's your power, isn't it?" And therefore, he ends up using his left side, his fire side, and managing to like remove the burden that the Ice Quirk ability has been giving him for a while in the match. And therefore, he calls Midoriya like, you help me out your enemy right now. Who the heck is messing around, huh? And therefore, he says he's going to be a hero as Midoriya and Todoroki are staring at each other in a great signature smile. We have to it that they charge up to their full strength to like hit each other. But we have to it that Midnight and the cement guy is trying to stop the fight because it's already dangerous for Midoriya Izuku himself, because he has been breaking his body apart, obviously. We all freaking know that. But Izuku still went in all the way anyway to like face Todoroki head on, and then after like the usage of his fire and ice with Todoroki, with Izuku using his possible full 100% of his power, they end up clashing against each other greatly, and it became a big ray of smoke. Even everyone's really surprising. A lot of them was being blown away physically, and we have to it that the episode ends off with who won the match. Of course, Midoriya Izuku is out of bounds and knocked out, while Todoroki himself, he is actually still standing and defeated Izuku, Midoriya, etc. So overall, I thought the episode was pretty good. I was actually really happy to see this event. I was actually waiting for this event for a very long time. Those of you who've been keeping up with my recaps of Hero Academia for a while now, especially if you've been keeping up with me on my channel, will understand like this is one of the events that I've been waiting for a long time. Yeah, really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. Really great episode. And the music right there fit pretty nicely. I expected something of a more of a emotional level when Todoroki was using his left side, but I guess the one that has its main theme of a certain battle or a crazy event to happen fits perfectly as well. So overall, I thought the episode, like I said, was pretty good. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Right? Peace out. Bye bye.